Are they not gonna? Is it not Mondstadt? Oh, it is Mondstadt.
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Okay, let's go.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Nice. I didn't have to walk.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But... feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
That is Windbloom. Was that the? Guessing that's.
You're
their
a bit tired. No
festival
big deal.
thing?
Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down? Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
Let it go, bro.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What
Found
is
another
it?
guy.
Is there something wrong?
Been talking to.
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually,
Oh,
Quinn,
yep. I was right.
I think we should stop seeing each other
Dang,
for
bro.
now.
Just found another guy after years.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over? So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in
Oh, the chubby
Paimon.
guy.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
What is Venti gonna do?
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
He's going straight to
Huh.
the restaurant nearby.
Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
What about you, Miss Catherine?
Oh,
Oh, she's a robot.
where can I find a
remember that.
truly fascinating
think.
man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Dang, Diluc. Oh, you.
Is that
Okay.
Captain
I thought you was
Kaya?
gonna have a crush over him.
Huh. Now that I look at him,
Oh my.
he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
Bro. Bro. I'm flattered, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I tended to, my dear. But first a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections. The object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
Shut up, Emma.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him,
How does this
it
girl
was
have a
like
voice actor but not
the
Kaya?
butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand. I am flattered. I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do not need to. But I do need to see some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes.
So you walk to her,
Well,
and then now you're
surprised
walking
to
to
see
us. Is that exact two people I've been trying to find? How have we been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the knights of oh, that's that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you, where she heard you were back, but let's discuss the finer details back at the headquarters. Paralogism. Paralogism. Please tell me he's the only one that doesn't talk. Does anybody actually go up the steps? There's no way anybody actually goes up there. You just have to climb. Or jump. Jump climb. That was a weird animation. I was gonna go straight into it.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
I should actually turn this off. Hold on. Is Kaya talking? Yep, I managed to track him down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Wait, Eula's
Honorary
a
Knight
knight?
Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order.
Allow me, you have note, captain of the second company, Shakron, captain of the third company, Eula, captain, who the heck is Kai?
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean!
She doesn't talk either? Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there have been a number of incidents. In order to wrap up the case, I
A
gathered all the
trial?
Yo, you talk fast for not talking, bro. I gathered all the captains of the Knight Euphonius together to hold a trial. A trial, but this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine. Oh wait. Oh. Hold on, we just gotta see it. Just gotta see it real quick. No. Genshin Impact. I remember seeing something. Was it this one? Oh, it's right here.
ウィンドブルーム祭の本番がもうすぐ始
Is that English? They're not English anymore?
まるぞ。早く見に行こうぜ。
どう？よかったでしょ？
Is this spoiling? This might spoil, I don't even know.
シバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備はできた？グルメ系エリアに出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
Cause now I know we go to Fontaine.
準備ができたようですね。
Or is this just her story
それ
quest?
ではホテルドゥボール特別料理対決。
Hold the door. Cover the door.
カトラリーの準備も完了。
I think this is her story quest.
冷凍の時間よ。
とにかくそこのレストランからナタ産の野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。
俺は付き添いでな。
飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で、確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
真の偉大なり満足滅びよ。
How are we gonna be in Fontaine, Netlin, and Mondstadt at the same time?
謎の遺物。
Or is this all
それに
there's
俺が
different
フォ
stuff?
ンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を
Find the
探せと言っ
truth
て
of the world. These guys are so weak.
想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
That guy looks a little bigger than I thought.
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
Has to trial. I don't want to spoil it though. I feel like this girl doesn't talk, bro. You understand the confusion? You never participated in one of our trials. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in some time. The Knights of August will receive most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order. The church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Is he a knight too? Oh no, he's a captain? Or
Right.
he's a Beto?
He's the captain of the investigation team.
Captain.
But we didn't see him out there.
That's because it's him! That happens to be exactly why I called you here. Oh, we need to go get him? The upcoming trial against Captain Bobeo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Gene, it's time. Understood. Auntie, Paimon, come with me. Cryo? Why are they showing the cryo? Oh, that's the church symbol? Please sit wherever you like. I will ask you to remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Is the actual captain gonna be here? Now that everyone's gathered, let's begin. Guess not. Mishka? Mishka? Oh, am I gonna have to read for an hour straight? 3 hours straight? With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, Jean Gunhilder will oversee today's proceedings. Who the heck is that? Mr. Dilea, deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church.
Please tell me you
Does that mean he works
talk.
with Barbara and Rosaria?
Is he cryo or water? Defendant in today's case in Captain Investigating Bill. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after a final verdict is delivered. Now that captain of the logistics company, Miss Hirta, will present the charges, the court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
This girl, of course, she can talk. But this guy can't. Miss Hirta, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful
Isn't this girl
disposal
blind?
of human remains.
Oh, no, no, I think she has the... Alright.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates,
It wasn't.
dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way.
We now call that witness to the stand.
But isn't he so
Beatrice,
strong?
Please tell us what you saw.
Can he just like kind of disintegrate a body? Beatrice, so this is what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier. Wait, what? Oh, is she
Well,
the...
I was out late that night on
She's
business.
the one that saw him.
And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He
Has
was
a
dragging
twin.
a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
And now turn to the defendant. Describe your... I was working... He doesn't... I was... No, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what'd you say, Albedo? Jean, what'd you say? Wait, Kaya, what'd you say? Wait, Kaya, what'd you say? Albedo? Jean? Wait, what did you... Beatrice?
Before he left...
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts of that night. I was working my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Maybe he has a twin. I trust Albedo. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Is this guy a cat? Don't tell me if it's tail, bro. There's no tail? Alright. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, what was the body recovered? Oh, was the body?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious.
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
Okay, I gotta press.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless.
Fruitless?
A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
This guy looks scared, bro. And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her
No one's
testimony
missing?
clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. I killed dozens. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and his people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
Maybe it was an accident, bro.
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
What is... Bro, please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now
Another
call
body?
the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluc. Oh, it is Diluc. What kind of last name is that? Please tell the court what you saw. He can't... At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw... Why are you up at 3:40 in the morning? I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces. Also, why are they standing next to him if they think he's a murderer? Why is he just there with the chair? No lawyer, no...
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi.
Modus
Would you call
operandi.
that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in the area so early in the morning. Exactly, not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not usual for me to take walks in the area. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time, that's all. Where your nose at, bro? When I see Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt, I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
Is Kaya Albedo's lawyer? Because he's kind of been defending him the whole time. And this is what it looks like, the teeth and femur of a human? A leg bone. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is that? Oh, that's true. but I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who could answer that. Careful now, Mr. DeLuke, Master DeLuke. I do believe I hear presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies.
But why didn't he just do that at home?
The light also explains how the witnesses were
Or
able to
at
get a
Dragonspine.
clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. Another one? The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did that discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. She can't talk either. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep. I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose, you don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi won't be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence. Oh no, the envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Was he planting people? Putrefaction and refinement?
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
Albedo. Albedo. Our trusted investigators have confirmed this is the Mr. Defendant's handwriting and that the letter was passed into putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
He has to have like a clone. Some sort of clone.
No, it can't be true.
Some sort of a clone. I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
And we are in agreement. GG's. The evidence is conclusive. On the charge of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. People in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Gene stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in that moment. As you watch Albedo being taken away to the headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover. Wait, what? A secret that you and Albedo know.
Why would Albedo do something
I
like
forgot,
that?
bro. What was that letter?
Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me this secret once, that he had a synthetic human created through alchemy. Oh, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? Yes. But what? Following in footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation, but would only make him. That would only make him more. Well, that took a turn for the worse. Rosaria can't talk either, bro.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along for us. Yes, you're needed at Star Snaff Cliff. He's waiting for you there. Is that? No, I don't know where that's at.
Who is he?
Shao? Albedo? Venti? Time is like the wind. It has to be Venti. Unless Cliff is that place I'm thinking in Luwei. Wait, what? The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over? Oh, this is all of it. You and Palma went to Dragon's Spine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange soft noises echoing. Oh, I lost myself. Echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite. Albedo disappearing after a chat outside a cave, but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. And then Albedo eliminated the giant mutant, Whopperflower posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. I don't remember any of that. I don't remember any of that. Alright, where's that mountain at? Cliff. It's right here. Oh, this is a cliff. Sakura Pufu? 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 Well, they made it a fast way to get here. Boom, boom, boom. It is Venti, yeah. What's up, bro? He can't talk. He can't talk either, bro. Anthony, Paimon, I could... Oh, no, Traveler, Paimon, I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Where is his thing at? This thing.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Effendi, do you know this guy? His name is,
It
what
was
is
right
his
there and
name
I
again?
forgot to, bro. Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius,
That's
and
such a
Herald
girl
of the
name, though.
Animal Archon
Dahlia?
Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
Wait. Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald? Herald of the... Wait, what? Herald? Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget. So you caught us here so we could meet with Vincent.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animal Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment, right. Oh, it's Ryan's daughter, right? I just remembered that. And Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. Alice, who is Alice? And I can't. Bro. The K, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you mean? What do you know about the situation, Vincent? I can't... Bro, why does he not have a vision? Is he not gonna be a character? Bro, it's probably behind him. Me, well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Wind Bloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too!
He is
the minute
water.
we got here, something was off.
Hydro. That's good. He's replacing my Shincho.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the song to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just make it a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life, at least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there were a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for him.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo was at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is a part of being an honorary knight, right? You'd still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Ooh! Paimon remembers
Clee?
his Jumpy Dumpty!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
World pals don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. So I'll ask, no matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. Finally, I'm done reading. So you're really gonna be Hydro? Are you gonna be good? Are you gonna be good for Skirk?
I suppose we're old pals too at this point. In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados serious? How are you giving too much credit?
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had
Hey, why is he
unwavering
looking like
belief
that?
in the animal Archon.
That's so. I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. Perhaps you should pray to him and find
Good
out.
idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern.
What is this crystal thing they keep showing or keep using? Where's Lisa? She hasn't showed at all, and she's a knight. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Sadist? This version... Oh my gosh, bro. This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon, perfect time. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you to start investigating the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense. In the meantime, if you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I know you'll get to the bottom of this. You never failed us. Yep, that's true.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done us a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. He has an office here? Higher like where? Higher like up there. But did they always let you up here? But I gotta see if Lisa's here. Oh, she died, I'm guessing. And she's gone.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
Can't just what? These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate. his
Oh,
office.
in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck.
Right back at ya.
I don't think we're gonna find anything here, bro. Investigate.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Underneath the book, after moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardware bug to strike the desk. The resulting noise is it's subtle, but to an inexperienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a cupboard added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rots. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
No mention festering forces would suggest the dragon spine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experience? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragon Spine. Where's the third one? Oh, here it is. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Do we have to? Can we just do everything ourselves right now?
Oh, Vent is calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Ryan's daughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Ryan's daughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right?
True.
Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Vanty no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah? Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Bro, can we go to Dragonspine already? Hey.
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Okay, Miles.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh,
no.
Not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
We're killing Miles.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Oh. Oh. I actually need some of these. I have like nothing. I don't need it because I'm not gonna use it, but might as well just get it. Bro, where's it at, bro? I mean, I should be good. Cause I got Fiorina.
The show begins.
Gotta be up here. Right?
May I present? Yep.
No, bro. Is it actually not up here?
How brilliant!
Now they're lining us up here for sure. Okay, guess it's not there. I'm going straight right where it was at. Right here. It was right here. Oh.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Although I Everything is covered in snow. As the season of entry, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body, but the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do
Weird.
this?
There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked on his notes? Jane, we found nothing. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensics analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial will likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay past.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Albedo just wiped out the whole city. What? Miles gotta go, bro. Come on, come on, come on, come on. How long is this quest? I have no idea. I could just search it up. No. Yeah, search it. I'll search it real quick. Mondstadt. No. Genshin. 5.6. Oh, there's new features. I gotta save that video. It's like 3 hours. That's not bad. Not too bad, right?
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Okay, bye, Mom. You two. Let me know when you're ready and we'll head out. Alright, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen. Wait, this is a girl. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhonder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Daila will continue to serve as assessor. Miss Herta represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. I thought this was open. There's like 2 new people. Miss Herta, have the investigators made any discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office. and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
But if they're missing
Forensic
for...
analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Okay, Mr. Rosaria. Henselman, male, 46 years old, martial status, single, occupation hunter, consistent with the conclusion in the last trial. His disappearance was unreported, unlikely, or likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage of the femur bone, Mr. Deluc found in his consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Y'all made her come back again, bro. Another one.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Deluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and...
Okay, that's you, Chris.
It's fine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Deluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat.
Oh,
so I headed in his direction and
she thinks he's part of it.
Saw it.
That's why she doesn't like him anymore.
Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Deluc in the first place.
That's why.
If I hadn't wanted to talk to
So that
him,
means Miles is connected
I would
too.
never have been in that situation.
Miles did something. Saw something.
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter.
Deluc burned
the defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovers some relevant evidence on the subject I will not present into the court.
Does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. But no one knows, nobody here can do Geo. How did they find my note? The following are pieces of evidence uncovered. The most important of which is this map. We saw the map already. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the location of the map does the map belong to. were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. Why did you mark these locations? You do realize that basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. No. Since you uncovered the compartment, I might as well expound.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
But I always have. I never killed a single person. I killed 3, not just 1.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case, I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. It's on auto. I'm afraid to tap it because then maybe I'm gonna skip 2 and then, do I just press it? I'll press it right now. I'll press it right now. It's still not gonna go. I mean, it's Albedo seems serious, but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything? Untoward. Is something wrong with my auto? What's going on here? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? Yes. Oh, my auto just not gonna work, huh? Let's go with Genshin right now, huh? Oh, it does. If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragon Spine. Which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragon Spine, wasn't it? Okay, maybe I'm reading too fast. But I'm kind of scared it'll just escape randomly. So I kind of... I guess I'll do it manually, bro. Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the 3rd location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? Nothing but a hole buried up. You nod your head and give it an honest account of the scene you found in Dragonspire. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
Alright. I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? The 3rd marked location. The 3rd marked location, Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found a map in a hidden compartment. During our investigation, Parman and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a body. There was also claw marks around outside, but there was no body or remains whatsoever. The 1st marked location, near Mondstadt, Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric was found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The 2nd marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where DeLuke saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. DeLuke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. DeLuke found teeth and a femur bone on the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get DeLuke's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. According to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness account suggests that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body of a few bones? And does that mean he's the killer? Associate? Please select another text. Brother, I don't know what to do. No, that doesn't make sense. Right, so it's definitely this one, right? The differences. Albedo marked these three locations on a map. Found in the hidden compartment, there are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all three locations were likely used to hide bodies. Those dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first two locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the third location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which meant the hole at the third location has been there longer than the other two. But if the hole at the third location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Derwin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Most people know Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team, but in truth, he's the Prince, and synthetic human created by one of the five sinners, Scold Rhindar. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that he did commit a crime. It would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will toward humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. I almost forgot. Potman and I once encountered. I feel like you should have instantly thought about that. I almost forgot. Potman and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in this case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous court trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case on the third location. The hole was still there, with the dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If it was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope that the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Travel.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point
Hold
out.
on.
There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me respond to Allow me to respond to Traveler's Point. If I cared about If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does not belong to me, or does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
You could have said that earlier, bro. There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury Soda and Dragonspine. Oh, but it wasn't human. Right?
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
Hold on, Miss Hertha. You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. I killed 3 other people and buried. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. So that hole was buried since that last quest, and that was the Whopper flower that turned into Albedo. Guessing he desired to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber, Bennett, and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
I'm sorry not to like you, Hertha. No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish with Hertha, I could get to the important part. Stop talking, please. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. But he had a hat. So someone who happens to look exactly like him. Exactly like him. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Self-defense. Yes, I killed someone that day, someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see, then it appears I needed to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
That Hertha?
The person who just came in.
Wait, what?
Isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Wait, what? Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years, the dragon of the east, the Valen, defeated Durin in battle and with help from Abedos, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter Dragonfly was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach. An unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Homunculus.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus?
What the heck does
Because
that
it
even
looks
mean?
to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine.
I mean, you're the one with the question mark.
So
Oh,
this is what I look
she got
like
3.
when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical by judging based on demeanor. The new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter! How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago! Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Miles?
Huh?
Alright, Miles. So
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nurse? I can imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic, you can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force and an appearance that can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
Holy moly!
Have it your way! Whoa!
Hey!
Come on, let's go!
Bro, D-Luke has a big... These guys are all vision wielding...
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone. Let me fight them.
Whoa!
I don't care if they're human.
Across the room!
After her!
Your name is Notes? It's time. Oh, you just move out. Third company, keep on the imposter tail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of the fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of the alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the few past days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master DeLuke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Indeed, follow me. Okay. Okay. I guess yeah, the trailer wasn't gonna spoil anything. Right?
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine, and attack is imminent. But fear not, we've been preparing for this. Been monitoring the resurgence of Durham's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on the Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an bro inevitable 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 battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle
Of
to
course.
come.
Where's our first stop?
You're not doing anything, Paimon. Top of the city wall. I don't got arrows, bro. Go. Wait, what was the first one? Bro, get off that. What the heck? Do I fight these guys? Can I help you guys? You guys got it. You guys got it. Oh, are they dying?
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion. Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
This is the best team to fight. Come back here, man. Hey, what's going on?
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own. I hope everyone's all right. We really appreciate the help.
You're welcome, man. Vinci, bro, we gotta fight, bro. Why are you just standing there, Vinci?
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please, someone help me.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Oh, perfect. I can drop the axe. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens. About time, I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
The others? People can make new friends when you're not here, you know. Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies, as I monitored the situation on Dragonspine. I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated two who had attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second one some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data of the petrifaction of the bodies. After we defeated the doppelganger Whopperflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad then you remember what I told you about Subject 2 and his pursuit to replace Subject 1. He transformed a Whopper Flare into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point there was something hidden in the hole he found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned by his power, from his power, had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. Those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Avonia's headquarters. Durin's powers remained dormant within them, until finally he surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around here promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the Knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate the thing, right? Yes. So if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity for example, keep it to yourself. Alright. That should do it. Some wins. Okay. 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 Okay.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support.
The wind is moving the sound to us? Is that what's going on?
Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot, huh? Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. I mean, this guy was always okay. Wait, what? Thanks, Ram, and the animal Archon protect you. Yeah, you got two hilly trolls, bro. Come on now. Can I switch my team? What are you doing? Are we not under attack right now, bro? Diluc, where's Diluc? Diluc is supposed to be here. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on the bridge. Oh, look at it. Who it is? Oh my, this guy's running fast. That was a close one, I suppose. Thanks are in order. Master Luke, I appreciate the help. No need, I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, okay. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me. When did you notice something was off? The first trial. Because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Luke. When do you think I actually got nervous? Wait, what? When do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not think about it. I don't want to be using these guys. Hey!
Don't get frostbite. Verdictus.
Hey, bro. What are you doing, bro?
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya!
If you had time to make it over here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of the cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I want to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. And believe me, he has his suspicion since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work and as always. See you soon. Stay safe. Yeah, let's go. Let's go already. I'm trying to fight people. W transition. I like that. Visual. You guys are supposed to be fighting, not saluting. Barbara, what, heal people? Okay, I see you. You're going. Rosaria, I don't know what you do. I got you.
Go, Barbara, go!
Got you. I'm healing people, bro. Guy. This guy's name is Guy. You're lying. Bro, you're lying, bro. I gotta wait for this guy.
I'll protect us.
Barbara can't talk? Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front time, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course.
Is that Miles?
Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I know that Jean and the others who have been preparing for a really long time, so I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting, so over a few days, So I need you to take care of yourself, huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance it has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Wilderness will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay over there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course. Why is she freaking out over some hilly trolls, bro? Okay, Noel. Okay, Bennett. Touching your leg for some reason. Okay, Amber. And Mishka hiding. They're here, prepared for battle. On guard. Everyone, incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we got 25 hill trolls, 2 blazing axe mint trolls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Remember? No. Wait, what? Fight those things. Oh, this guy's also an archer? Hold on. Hey, not me, not me, not me, guys.
Engaging.
Bro, can y'all hit that, bro? Hey.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Where'd that guy just go?
Final warning.
Wait, does this guy have a sword or a bow, bro?
Let's keep going, team.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Bro, these guys suck, bro.
No escape!
Providing cover fire.
They suck really bad, bro.
All units are now in position.
Bertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, it's quite a scary thought. He can't talk either. Wait, what's his name? Mika? Oh, my bad, bro. I've been calling him Mishka. I get chills and just thinking about it. Amber can't talk about it. Thinking about it. A monster replaces someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I am no worse for or where? I don't know. That sounds like Eula, alright? She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure! She's someone you can really count on!
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. So that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all a part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Herta was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Herta's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Herta to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived their mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yeah. And our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Herta's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Herta that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Miles. Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. Never mind, it's not Miles. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, I have you to thank for that, traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. But I didn't even know there was a plan. True. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial, and I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorable knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Herta Subject 2 has met you on Dragonspine before. She thought even you had lost faith in me. Her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Beto's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at her decision to keep that from you. And please don't be too hard on Beto. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in this plan as it was. We had no other choice. No honorable knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
This is the only time I'm glad Paimon's talking, because nobody else is talking, bro. In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Side gate, this one, or no, this one. No, this one. This isn't Eula? She can't talk either? Take care of the cabin. Yep. Tavern, whatever it's called, bro. Alright, where's the actual quest, bro? I know I ain't doing anything, bro. Razor! Oh, I missed Razor. Ooh, I was about to switch to... Oh wait, no, I got him. Lisa came out of nowhere?
It's you.
Hey, at least Razor got his voice. Hey. Get back. I got this. I got this.
Coming to be.
You've been a naughty boy.
Hey. That's dead. You're dead. What is that? Oh, what the? She can't talk either. Well, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning there in Wind.
It happened a lot before?
At least she lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Well, Professor even wrote to me about a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways. After all, mine was a gentle old man from the Spantaman school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Alright. Go to the lower gate. I'm just gonna assume it's over here. Eula. Bro, you're good, bro.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
Provide mobile support across the region. Or there's something needed to explain. You can tell me anything, I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I'll beat yourself up, please.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fighting first. Conversation later. Can I use Eula?
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second. Thanks for mercy.
Hey.
Shut her!
Hey. Clea!
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Hey.
Blood of Frost!
Hey.
Beg for mercy. Yeah!
Hey. Oh, we're doing no damage. Oh, we're doing damage. Nice, Clea. She can't talk easy. I'll be counting on you to protect you next time.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
She's pretty strong. No problem, just leave it to Clea. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you were camping for a few days and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping? Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for...
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have enough time, if you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
Where's her nose? It would be an honor. Clea will do her best. Center, let's go to the center. Go. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How do we fare injury-wise? Good, our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful, I'll review it in a bit. Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Clea kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. It's amazing, Clea. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Going back, Mr. Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back. Safe and sound and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Gene. It's been a few busy days. You should take a break. I will, but I believe you most of all. My work isn't finished. I'm afraid I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yes, of course. We could talk about it at the headquarters. Traveling Palmon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished the work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Clee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes. Venti. Does Jean know? I don't even know. Venti, thank you for everything. I know you were difficult moments along the way. I know there were. Oh well, what does that mean? You saw me running for my life? No apologies, just forget I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right, it was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out on the city wall for quite some time. Heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up an anxious voice, up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subject to his emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her first or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, that absorption of subject knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. And then, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
The same feeling is close. Who the heck is that? Miss Phonia? Here to make a report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
She just lied to her. I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction and why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There was a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you were under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Hey, get him. Don't move. What did I skip? Did I skip? No, I didn't skip it. Let's continue the discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Oh, you could do that? I thought they were just monsters and they transform into them. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with a new idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the, what the frick, Hexian Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
Bro. I picture him as a really big guy. I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not older either. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. That better not be him. Indeed. Anyway, the trip conference is a gathering of three parties: the whatever, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Is that Varka? Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor, convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that is Mondstadt's greatest time of need. The mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and I have requests of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course, Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it. Dodo 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 dodo.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
That's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Is that Varka? Varka! Grandmaster? I put the wrong number. Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
I don't even know who he's calling the mages.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much. Doo doo doko, doo doo doko, doko doko, doo doo doko, doo 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 doko.
Hello? Who is this?
It is Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the Trippier conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Zirkle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Did she just teleport right here? Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Who the frick is that, bruh? I was expecting a character. I see you turned yourself into a giant dodo ko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's something you need to meet. Someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Is it somebody new? Better not be no Miles. Better see no chubby guy.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
What? Oh, it's gonna be that Ifa guy? Mini Durian. Wait, what?
Mini Turin, what are you doing here?
Whoa, I'm actually. Wait, who is this? I've been kind of helping you guys in a secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me. Is this guy actually like a Durin, but small?
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off from the festival for a bit, even though I thought I couldn't play the games because of the people. I started off. I'm assuming he's from Nowlin. And we just gave him that name. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together. Maybe this was a long time ago. I don't even know, bro. I don't know who this dragon is. I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world. Nice.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmuted, so you're Albedo's intended subject. He's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. I know Albedo talked to me about that. He said that Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. Pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. If I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there will never really be a me. Wait, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both are pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Does the dragon used to have a voice? Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We'll be the only one of our kind in the world. Only two of our kind in the world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me in this world, I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hakai know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill his duty. He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really good. I got to talk to you. I feel like I'm better now, so thanks. Hat guy. I just got a guy with the hat. I just got a guy with the hat. I just got a guy with the hat.
Huh?
That's not. I thought this was Durin. That's not no Durin. This guy's a catalyst, bro. Alright. So, I guess you're not talking about that guy? How does Alice actually look, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know where to go. Oh, it's this one. Cutscene? You see, I don't really have anybody else. I mean, I guess I could get this guy. Maybe Chi-Chi's better? Maybe Chi-Chi's
I
better?
will bring my notebook.
Okay. How much health you got? 9,000? 9,000 isn't that bad. How much you got?
Present.
Hey. He also has 9,000. So might as well switch with Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi.
What's happening?
No, it's just for fighting. That's all you get though. Yeah, that's all you get though. What the heck, bro? Chessboard?
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't wanna unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
Well, we want to make this dragon human. I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin and Dragon Spine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mayor Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by the mother Rhine-daughter. By my mother.
The raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt, at less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Clea and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. It was created by mages from the Hexahe. I gotta learn how to say this word, bro. I'm just gonna say the mages, because that's the mages, right? Wait, was created by mages from the mages? Alright. So I'm sure you would
Of course.
know of it.
It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
The other Durin? It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life that day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M had created. I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from from the Mare Javari and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In all chemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing sort of outstanding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
So we gotta play chess. I understand, I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked Trevor to come along. You're not even gonna try to talk me into it? You need convincing? I thought you'd want to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt without someone to keep me in check. Fine, I'm not going to argue with you.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Honest has always loved a spectacle. Any chances to win as friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
She always does.
What? Why?
Are you gonna give us some information about who she is?
The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear.
Oh.
Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Of course. Are you ready? I just said just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Is it gonna be fighting chess, Mark? Or we're playing chess? Oh yeah, we're getting put in. We're definitely fighting chess, bro. Chess pieces, bro. I'm about to lose chess pieces. It's certainly in keeping with Hexen. Oh my gosh, bro. We've been shrunken down to chess piece sizes. Why does she look evil, bro?
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing. It's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual. Now I'm this size. Oh, that's terrible. She's always so energetic and lively, nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Oh, Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting this trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 against 1, bro. Or 2. Hey. Oh, it's just 1. I missed. Wait, how do I fight this? Wait, like the damage. Chichi. Hey. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that?
Witness my great undertaking.
Everything's on cooldown right now.
Feel the ancient power.
Wait, that's how Beto talking? Bro, why couldn't he speak in the... Wait, do I win after this? Hey. What is going on, bro?
Witness my great undertaking.
Nice, bro. Oh, there's definitely another...
Oh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
You came like that.
Well done. But this isn't over.
Oh, it's not Alice? Is that what he just said?
Preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Nice, Albedo. You okay? He didn't say that? He talked earlier. I mean... So they're becoming actual knights now? Or is it just 2? Or they're just the king and queen? Okay? Or they're a little big. They're a little too big there. Okay, they shrunk.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So it begs the question.
He died?
What do you see on the
Can I
other
res him?
side of this chessboard? Arms earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the
Watch out, bro.
spirit of Rhyndaughter, I prepared a little surprise for you.
Oh, this girl's name is
No
Barbie
need
Lot?
to thank me, of course.
Barbie Lou?
Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalot.
Hey, stop!
Good lord, always forgetting your mind. My great undertaking.
At first, the flavor. No, my sword. Ring cutter. A little elusive.
Witness my great undertaking.
Is immense.
One blast is quite enough.
Every single character has a very long cooldown on their E.
Witness the power. Let my name feel the ancient power.
There's no like I don't have a damage dealer right now. No. Freeze. Freeze.
Oh no! Feel the ancient power here.
That was kind of your fault, bro. Your girl is gone now.
You're ruining the show.
Let me leave you a verse.
A curtain call.
Nice, Chi-Chi. Nice, bro. This guy has not talked a single time.
Yes, very well done.
We did
Oh,
it.
they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Oh, Alice is there.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to
They
that
really talk
student
like
of mine
witches.
so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
They actually sound like
Lovely tea
like
party.
witches,
But
mages.
that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie?
Barbie.
You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's
Barbalov.
always on the move.
Okay.
And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both.
Alright,
You
but can you give us
come
her
back
stuff?
now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you rest it up, let me know when you're free, and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed, the sooner we do during, the better. Is this an actual boss? Like a weekly boss? Where do I look? Enemies. Boss enemies. Oh. I mean, I don't know what to look like or to look for. Actually, a lot of bosses, huh? I mean, I'm assuming it'll be the last one, but it's not here. Good job,
Life
teacher.
goes on.
Oh, go to Dragonspine. Wait, that means I don't need you anymore. Chi-Chi.
This world is full.
My phone is about to die.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
Oh wait, no, I got a cord right here.
You sure? Is it warm in there?
We're right next to a fire, bro. Should we take off the edge? Wait, what? Albedo? I didn't read. What'd you say? And I can't even go back. Probably said we're gonna go to his little cave. Nope. Stop. But where am I supposed to go though? Oh, here? Yeah. We've arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to get to work now. Bye, sorry, Paimon.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two stay on guard. Nobody try stabbing it? Or...
May Paimon ask a question?
You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From our alchemical, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever, so...
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons, then.
It's not so much a matter of preference, rather as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human. Albeit a unique category thereof. But then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans in that I'm the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming the alchemical project proves successful. Is he gonna be a fire character? I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversion with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. And it's a fascinating prospect. Not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to the decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well understood. In the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and future and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life, which the world cannot generate endogenously, is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life is attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It's not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Well, no, thank you. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The core of the core? The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. It's time. Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemical are one and the same. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. Hey now, say no, dog. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for coming.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we found out the day of. Wait 2 days later.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin. Let's go check it out.
I ain't walking that far. That shit looks like a girl to me, bro. That is not Venti. As you all know, during this year's Windbloom, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Currently, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the festival. If it's not me, who may not look like a strong word, but whose keen insights played a vital role, gaining control over the color. His words and songs always have, and they were agreed. It's Fancy. Let's go round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Fancy the Bard. Oh, no way. You're really gonna pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Alright, does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. In that case, let me swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best part in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away, gather around, and lend me your ears. If he's muted, bro. Everybody checks her side, the but oh, he's doing it right now. Why did he choose this location? Ambiguous earth, refining fire, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th worldly and 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. Bro, is he this strong, bro? Oh, sages, witness my grand endeavor. So even this was planned out, bro. Or what'd you say, Vinci? I didn't. Don't be an NPC, it's a girl? I can't even tell if it's a girl. Cause it's Genshin Impact.
Albedo,
They have wings though. That's pretty cool. Very smoothly, I say, we achieve your goal. How do you know that?
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
How do you know that? It's a guy, yeah. His newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is remarkable what we've
So,
accomplished.
how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had seen it.
She?
My master and mother, Gold Ryan daughter. One time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time, I was able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. Dang. That might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself, the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, and to inhabit that space. So for an artificial human, finding a life is some sense equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in his life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's part of a family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed this far will now come to an end, just like me. He will have to step into this world and face the same constraints as everyone
You've
else.
got an unusual family, that's for sure.
But you look normal though. You don't got wings on your back. Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in this world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from the experiments. Yep. Master never showed her face, but if Hexer knows what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Since devouring Nabarus, it would seem she has finally found a modicum of peace. If so, then I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for menace, you know?
Devouring Nabarius? What's Nabarius?
It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. Huh? As for the ruler of life, all I know is this. Neighbors is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Neighbors are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during the ordeal, choosing to stand by my side through it
Of
all.
course. That's what friends are for.
Mama took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. Okay, go. Can we meet the dragon? Dragon dude?
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be? Venti, you're back.
You guys don't want to look at the dragon? Bro. Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom now, could I? What do you think of the Cecilia? It's quite fitting. I like it. The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveler, give me your hand. Huh? The majors are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass the trial. Albedo received the materials so he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. My sibling? Dexon wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind. A secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you, so no need to open it right away.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Gift in secrets, huh?
According to the sender, you are probably the only person who could make use of it like this, so I suppose it belongs with you. But then turn into my sword. Well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal, I suppose the reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Really? How would you do that, no going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern, right?
Music to my ears. I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival was made for me or something. I mean, bro, is it not? When no love remains for this song, spit out, the world becomes not but an empty shell. Alright, bro. Cruel as said fate, cruel it may be. Were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he sought wisdom untold. Chasing a fragrance, the wind only knows. Thus wistful, waned and faded into night, as he stepped from the darkness and into the light. They're not gonna show us the dragon, bruh? Is that it? Are they gonna show us something real quick? Something? No.